Oh.
You got them.
I might be biased, but this has got to be one of the best hearing care clinics in the UK. Before I started working here, I was actually a client of Steven's, and I found out that I had moderate to mid-range hearing loss. This place was once Shenstone's old bank, and it has since been converted into a state-of-the-art hearing care clinic. So let me show you around. So this is the beautiful reception area. We haven't got any NHS beige, it's all very colourful and cheery. Just take a look at this video of when it was in construction. It took around 6 months in total to complete, which I find absolutely crazy. They completely restructured the floor plan, and as you can see here, this is the reception area where the check-in desk is, leading all the way up to the vault at the end.
This is the original bank vault, so come through.
Wow.
So we've converted this into a full soundproof room. So this is where you'll come in and have your hearing test done. So it's a completely sound dead room. We can hear the background noise outside at the moment. So we're quite busy out there, as you've seen. Once we shut the door, nothing at all. So lovely and clear.
Brilliant. And how crazy is this? At the front of the bank was actually bulletproof glass, and they've repurposed it into little tables for the hearing test room. And of course with some decorative treasure.
Okay, so we just got you today, John, for a quick screening hearing test. This is not a diagnostic test by any stretch of the imagination. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pop the headphones onto your ears. I'm going to be playing you a series of pips and whistles. Obviously, there's going to be sounds that are getting really quiet. I want you to listen.
You're loving this, aren't you?
Yeah. I want you to listen for the quietest you can, okay?
Yeah.
Any sound you hear, doesn't matter which ear you hear it in, just press the button. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start on your right-hand side. In fact, do you feel like you've got an ear that's better than the other?
I'd say the left's better.
I'll start on the left-hand side, okay?
Probably completely wrong, but anyway.
And then, but as I said, it doesn't matter which ear you hear it in, okay? Just press the button.
Quite interesting.
Okay.
A huge thank you to Nick, who conducted this hearing test. He is my new work colleague and has been working at Steven Hale Hearing for a few years now. In 6 months' time, he is going to graduate from university and officially be a qualified audiologist. Nick is a huge inspiration to me because I'm starting where he did in his journey as a hearing care assistant.
And he was doing that. His missus opened the door, banged his elbow, and he stuck it straight through his eardrum.
Oh, I've got loads of hairs in me.
Keep going. Just a little bit further.
Oh, I can't get in there. Might need a smaller.
No, come on.
Does it hurt?
No, you're okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Good.
Is that all right?
Yeah, it's
You're
fine.
fine. You've got very, very narrow ear canals.
So you're narrow and then you go out like that.
But they're okay, they're not damaged.
fine,
No,
yeah.
not damaged. No.
Lovely.
Stop poking around. You weren't listening to my story then, were you?
No, I didn't hear.
So a gentleman came in, he always used cotton buds until the day that he was doing that in his bathroom and his wife came and opened the door, hit his elbow and he shoved the cotton bud straight through his eardrum.
Oh my
And that
god.
would knock all your bones out. And you'd be done for. So don't
Does that leave you deaf permanently then?
No, it wouldn't leave you deaf, but it would ruin your hearing.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a big ear canal on this side, you can see it.
You would have. I think the only issue with the other side, Karis, was
Yeah.
that because the hairs were taking up some of the light.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll have a look at it in a second. Take the other side. Let's see
Yeah,
what the
spin
other side
around,
looks like.
Dad. Got a bit of do you use cotton wool?
I only used it briefly.
So what's that white bit then?
Is it scar tissue from a perforation?
I have got a thing with my ears actually. When I was younger, I used to do a lot of mini grinding as a teenager, and then I always find I've had a problem where when I used to take lorries for MOT, I couldn't hear it on the speaker. You have like a speaker right next to your ear,
Yeah.
and I couldn't. When they used to say put the brake on, put this, I couldn't hear him. I couldn't hear the speaker. I'd never hear the speaker. I could hear, if he was in it to me conversation, I could hear. It was on the speaker. I ended up stopped taking. I had my own trucks. I'd never taken for MOT for that reason.
Right.
Just subconsciously, I'm not going. I can't hear what the bloke says. So what's the point?
Yeah.
When we looked inside my dad's ear, we noticed a slight abnormality on his tympanic membrane, otherwise known as his eardrum. This bone here sticking out is called the handle of malleus, and this is completely normal and everyone has one. But this little line here is not something that you'd see present on everyone's eardrum. After some discussion with Steve and Nick, we came to the conclusion that it must be some scar tissue from a past perforation. This could have been caused from an ear infection when he was a child, to maybe some loud noise exposure or some damage using a cotton bud.
And the thing is, your hearing loss is only ever going to get worse and worse. So there's a point when you can't mask it, and then suddenly people know, oh, you've got a hearing loss.
Like I was saying earlier to Nick, when you're at work and someone's even a short distance, so they're just like, I don't know, 15 foot away.
Yeah.
And someone's having a conversation with me, and I'm not, because there's noise around, even the wind or anything, you know, I can't hear.
Yeah.
I just can't hear. And I will just say, do the nodding head thing. But if I really get struggling, I'll just say, look, my ears are rubbish, I can't hear anything.
Come in.
Then I have to go. Then I'll do that if I really need to hear it.
Yeah, you've got to get in close. Up close
It's
and
been all my
personal.
life, I've really, honestly.
Otherwise you've got to do the awkward laugh.
When Nick did the
Yeah,
test
the awkward
with me,
laugh.
Wrestling that's bad.
all of a sudden it's like, crikey.
Yeah.
That answers everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Because I mean, it sounds really, the one I just said Nick about was music lyrics.
Yeah.
So you hear a song, and you have a few drinks, and you start singing it. Sing the wrong lyrics, and it used to get embarrassing, but as I got older, I couldn't really. Someone would say the wrong lyrics, and I'd just make them go along.
Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, I just say, I don't really care.
No.
You know, I think my lyrics are better than the original.
Yeah, pretty much the same, to be fair. So what this is doing is it's reading the environment about 700 times a second, and then basically deciding what program it should be in. So this program isn't on all the time. When it's nice and quiet like this, you don't need that amount of power. It's only when you do walk into a restaurant or a coffee shop or whatever, it will then think, oh God, yeah, it's loud, bang, let's put this feature on. And it'll do it instantaneously. It's all automatic. I did it on my phone because I want to show people when it's on and off, but the aids themselves will just do it automatically. Right. So this is obviously the normal kind of situation, the normal setup. But then you may decide to take a little stroll into Costa Coffee. So I'm going to play the background noise. It's quite loud, I will warn you. And we'll try and have a conversation now. So obviously when I'm talking now, there's a lot of distraction. And normally in this sort of environment, suddenly people with a hearing loss will look at who's talking and they'll be trying to lip read what they're saying. Because obviously
Jack's a Paralympian in judo, and been to the last couple of Olympic Games. And Jack's going to officially open the clinic for us today.
Steven Hale Hearing's new clinic in Shenstone is truly a standout in the UK. The transformation of the old bank into a bespoke hearing care centre is nothing short of remarkable. The clinic has repurposed the old bank's vault into a state-of-the-art hearing test room, making the most of its unique space. Each service is thoughtfully housed in separate rooms, from earwax removal and consultations to hearing aid fittings and hearing tests, ensuring a tailored and private experience for every client that walks through the door. If you have any questions about the clinic, feel free to drop them in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear from you. I'm thoroughly enjoying the new role at Steven Hale Hearing, and it's been an absolutely incredible journey so far. I can't wait to see how this exciting adventure unfolds.